Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day my AI clone breaks down the biggest AI story in 10 minutes or less. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. Today we're talking about what might be the biggest reshuffling of how AI gets built in America. And honestly, it's about time. OpenAI just dropped a 10-year plan that's basically declaring independence from the rest of the world when it comes to making AI hardware. We're talking data centers, robots, consumer devices, the whole 9 yards, and they want it all made right here in the United States. Here's what happened. OpenAI has been developing plans for what they're calling a comprehensive AI hardware initiative. That's business speak for we've got significant funding and we want to build us an entire AI hardware ecosystem from scratch. They're not messing around here. Now, you might be thinking, didn't we just talk about OpenAI making their own chips a few days ago? We did, but this is way bigger. That was about custom chip development partnerships. This is about building an entire manufacturing network across America to make everything AI needs to function. Think about it like this. Right now, if you want to build advanced AI, you're basically at the mercy of a handful of companies, mostly overseas. Need the latest chips? You're waiting in line behind everyone else for NVIDIA. Want specialized hardware for robots? Good luck finding it. Consumer AI devices? Hope you like what's already on the shelf. OpenAI looked at that situation and said, nope, we're building our own sandbox. The plan breaks down into 3 major areas. First, massive data center modules. We're talking about server racks that can handle 100 times more processing power than what we have today. These aren't your typical office servers. These are the kind of machines that train the next generation of AI models. Second, robotics components. Specialized parts for both humanoid robots and industrial machines. Think about all the moving parts a robot needs, actuators, sensors, processors, and then imagine all of that with AI baked right in. Third, consumer hardware. The AI chips that might end up in your next smartphone or smartwatch. The kind that let your device run sophisticated AI without needing to phone home to some server farm. Now here's where it gets interesting for regular folks like us. OpenAI isn't just talking to the big established players. They're opening this up to startups, small manufacturers, even individual engineers. Got an idea for better AI hardware? They want to hear from you. This represents a major opportunity in the AI hardware space. That's like American Idol for AI hardware engineers. But why does this matter to you if you're not planning to build server farms in your backyard? First, this could make AI way cheaper for everyone. Right now, running advanced AI costs a fortune, partly because of hardware bottlenecks. When OpenAI controls more of their supply chain, those savings get passed down to the apps and services you actually use. Imagine your phone running a personal AI assistant that's as smart as ChatGPT, but it all happens right on your device. No monthly subscription, no sending your conversations to some server. No waiting for an internet connection. That's the kind of thing this hardware push makes possible. Second, jobs. Lots of them. We're talking about factories being built across the country, especially in areas that used to be manufacturing hubs. These aren't just tech jobs either. You need people to run the assembly lines, manage logistics, handle quality control, the whole operation. And here's something most people don't realize about AI hardware manufacturing. It's actually pretty stable work. Unlike software that can change overnight, hardware manufacturing is a multi-year commitment. When OpenAI signs a contract with a factory, that's steady employment for a long time. Third, privacy and security. When your AI hardware is made domestically, you don't have to worry as much about where your data is going or who might have built backdoors into the system. It's like the difference between buying groceries from your local farmer versus importing everything from who knows where. Now, let's talk about what you can actually do with this information, because knowledge without action is just expensive entertainment. If you're technically inclined or know someone who is these kinds of AI hardware opportunities are emerging right now. You can start developing proposals for hardware innovations. They're not just looking for billion-dollar factory plans. They want innovative solutions from people who understand problems that big companies might miss. Maybe you've worked in manufacturing and you know how to make things more efficiently. Maybe you're an engineer with ideas about cooling systems or power management. Maybe you understand robotics from a practical standpoint because you've actually built things with your hands. The opportunities are developing rapidly. That's about 6 weeks to put together a proposal. And honestly, what do you have to lose? Even if OpenAI doesn't pick your idea, going through the process of thinking about AI hardware problems is going to teach you things that make you more valuable in this changing economy. For everyone else, here's something practical you can start today. Begin paying attention to AI hardware in your daily life. Your smartphone, your laptop, even your smart TV, they all have AI chips in them now. Start understanding what they do and how they work. This isn't about becoming a hardware engineer overnight. It's about developing AI literacy in a world where AI is becoming as fundamental as electricity. When you understand how the tools work, you get better at using them. And when you get better at using them, you stay ahead of the curve. Follow OpenAI's hardware blog. They're promising early access to prototype devices for people who sign up. Imagine being among the first to test new AI wearables or edge devices before they hit the market. That kind of early exposure doesn't just satisfy curiosity, it gives you real advantages in understanding where technology is heading. If you're thinking about career changes or worried about job security in an AI world, pay attention to this manufacturing shift. The skills that matter in AI hardware aren't all high-tech. You need people who understand supply chains, quality control, project management, logistics, skills that transfer from lots of traditional industries. Here's what the experts are saying about all this. Jensen Huang, that's the CEO of NVIDIA, the company that currently dominates AI chips. He's been vocal about the importance of domestic AI hardware development. Coming from the guy who's built the most successful AI chip company in history, that's not exactly a casual observation. MIT professors are saying this could cut AI energy usage in half. That matters, because right now, training large AI models uses about as much electricity as small countries. If OpenAI's hardware push makes AI more energy efficient, it changes the economics of everything. And Andrej Karpathy, former OpenAI researcher who knows the company inside and out, he's calling this a game changer for US competitiveness. That's the kind of endorsement that makes investors pay attention. But here's the thing about expert predictions, they're educated guesses, not guarantees. The real question is what you're going to do with this information while everyone else is still figuring out what it means. The bigger picture here is that we're moving from an era where AI was mostly about software to an era where hardware is going to determine who wins, to an era where hardware is going to determine who wins. It's like the early days of personal computers all over again. The companies that controlled the hardware, Intel, Microsoft, Apple, they became the giants of the tech industry. OpenAI is making a bet that controlling AI hardware is just as important as creating AI software. And they're willing to invest heavily over multiple years to prove that point. Watch for other companies to follow suit. Google, Meta, Amazon. They're all going to be looking at this OpenAI announcement and asking themselves if they need their own hardware strategies. This could trigger a wave of American AI manufacturing that creates opportunities for years to come. As I always say, I'm not a financial advisor, so talk to a professional about any investment decisions. But from a career and opportunity standpoint, this shift toward domestic AI hardware manufacturing is something worth understanding and preparing for. The timeline for these developments will be crucial to watch as OpenAI plans to make major announcements about their hardware initiatives. That's when this goes from ambitious plan to concrete reality. And honestly, that's when a lot of people are going to wish they'd paid attention sooner. Look, here's the bottom line. OpenAI just announced they're building the infrastructure for the next generation of AI, and they want to do it all in America. Whether you're looking at this as a career opportunity, an investment thesis, or just trying to understand where technology is heading, this is the kind of foundational shift that creates winners and losers. The companies and people who understand this hardware revolution early are going to have massive advantages over those who wake up to it later. This isn't just about faster computers or better robots. It's about who controls the tools that are going to shape the next decade of human progress. The question isn't whether AI hardware is going to transform everything. The question is whether you're going to be ready when it does. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.